If you took the John Wick series, pumped it with steroids, that's Extraction 2. A non-stop, unapologetic action film that feels like a throwback to the early 90s action flick. The story is so-so, but you don't really need it. You just get caught in the action sequence. First sequence, and spoiler warning if you haven't seen Extraction 2, that jailbreak scene was nothing short of masterful. My blood pressure went up just in watching that. I felt such anxiety in that sequence that my hats go off to the Russo brothers for pulling off maybe the best 25 minutes of action that I have seen put to film. And it continues that throughout the movie. Just the action sequences alone are worth you sitting down and just enjoying the spectacle that is Extraction 2. A worthy sequel to Extraction, and I would say a little bit better. I enjoyed this movie so much more than the first one, but I think it's because they added this much action. So even when we had the loss of one of our main characters, you felt that. I actually got teared up as she lost her brother, and it's only because the movie has you on this adrenaline rush. So when this thing happens, your feelings are already engaged and you can't help it get choked up. I would be surprised if no one, and I'm sure there's some psychopaths out there and stuff that couldn't get choked up because for that scene. Wow, what a great action flick. Like I said in the beginning, a throwback to the old action flicks in the past. I thought the acting was superb from everyone. The boy that causes all this to happen annoys the crap out of me since the beginning. Why he chose to call his uncle is beyond me, and it teeters on dumb a little bit, but it forces the story to get pushed to what we see. But I mean, kudos to him for making me feel like I hated him. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Your mom is trying to save your little sister, but you're like, screw it, I'm gonna go with the man that his men were just blowing everything up. But whatever. And I thought the ending was a little bit lackluster, but after everything you sing, you're like, if you pay enough attention, you could probably come to that conclusion where you're like, the ending's probably going to be a little bit anticlimactic, and it was. I mean, you couldn't help it. After everything you see, you're like, oh, okay. And it kind of ends with a whimper. But I just thought the whole movie from start to almost finish was nothing but quality. Good, just action flick. And I can't say any more good things about this movie. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on Netflix. It's number one for a good reason, because it's just that good. But for me, this movie gets an A rating. But anyways, those are just my thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. And like always, that's a wrap.